Hey guys, in today's video I will actually be doing a tropical update video today because I was just looking on tropical tidbits for the forecast models for the upcoming week or so, see how the tropics are doing in the Atlantic. And I gotta say, I am very interested to see how this will play out because now the models are shifting from showing that system that was potentially going to form coming off the East Coast, the actual low coming off the Carolinas, and then going out to sea to the Northeast away from the East Coast. They shifted from showing that because now that'll not form. That'll get absorbed into a frontal boundary from this huge system that'll just be spinning over New England for the next few days. So they've shifted from showing that because now that's not going to form at all. The NHC, in fact, has it at a 0% chance of forming now because they know of that, and that will just be gone. They've shifted from showing that now to showing the system, the system that will start to try and form starting on Monday, and I can show you. Here we go. So we're getting towards Friday, Saturday. So here's that moisture that is associated with it, and there's the low. It will kind of be around Georgia, Alabama. Generally, its central area will be over Georgia, Alabama, going from Saturday through Sunday. And then going from Sunday into Monday, it shifts right off the coast of Florida and then really starts to get its act together with honing in all that precipitation and really strengthening and then moving away from the East Coast into the central Atlantic. So this is kind of like a Arthur system in a way, Arthur-like system that we saw earlier in the year in mid-May, where it'll really affect the coastal areas of Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and maybe we'll see some more of just ocean effects, the just higher seas for the Virginia coastline, but that'll be really it. And that one before it starts to move out to sea, you can see actually that it really strengthens down and becomes a pretty strong system. Let's see. I'll zoom in the camera in so you guys can take a better look at it. There we go. And as I move this out, it strengthens down pretty well, down to 990 millibars, oh no, sorry, that's 1,000 millibars, 1,001, and then it gets down to 997 here, which I think would still make it be fully tropical at this point still, 998, 996, 997, and then it'll kind of maybe meander actually out here for a bit before actually fully moving out into the central and northern Atlantic and dying out. So let me zoom this back in so you guys can see it a little better. So now let's look at what the GFS shows for this system in terms of the winds for the system and then the vorticity. So here's the winds. We'll start bringing this out. There's that center of the low at that point in time, and then it'll shift off the shift off the coast in the Atlantic, right off the Georgia, Florida coast, and then we'll slowly start to move its way northeastward right along the southeast coast, and its winds start to really increase, especially once it's off the coast of North Carolina, off the Outer Banks coast, and gets between 46 to 52 knots, and then as it kind of meanders, maybe it'll weaken a bit, but then its wind field will really contract and become a lot smaller right around the center. So that will still probably make it a bit stronger just because of that. And then and then you can see as it starts to really head out more into the central northern Atlantic, it strengthens a bit more as it's still fully tropical, and then it'll become extra tropical as we head towards the following week, the beginning of the following week. So the system will start to really form. We'll see its presence known pretty soon. So the system will start to form just within the next few days. Really, it's 6 days out from now, so this will change probably a pretty good bit. But since it's so close in time, this probably will form, honestly, just because of the fact where it's really looking to most likely start forming. Since the warmest waters are pretty much in this area and around the Bahamas. And then there's just the Gulf Stream there, so that'll just add to it. So that's the winds the GFS is showing for the system, and then the vorticity for this system. You can see it. There's the center there. It has kind of sloppy vorticity in the beginning, then it shifts out into the right off the coast in the Atlantic, off of the Georgia-Florida coast, and then its vorticity really starts to strengthen and get way better defined. I mean, we can see it really is just starting to really get its act together. So this looks to be most likely now our next tropical system, because the other two really weren't able to form at all. Let's look at the CMC model, and I'll show you what it's showing for this system. Actually, I can only show you it out to here, and you can see there's that heavy precipitation with it out in the Gulf, and then I'm gonna assume I'll show it to you a little later. I'll show you the Euro first, so I'll let this load for a bit. And okay, so here's the Euro. I'll show you the precipitation first. And all right, here we go. So there's that frontal system that will suck up that system that we thought could have become Edouard but didn't. So we'll really have to wait till this system down here moves into the Atlantic, and this one looks to be most likely Edouard. Here we go. So there it is. There's the central pressure of the system. The Euro actually shows it not really entering the center of the system, not really entering the Atlantic till a little bit later than what the GFS is showing. But it still shows it strengthening a little bit, but definitely not as much. It has it getting down to like 1,003 millibars. Let's see. We got to change it to wind here. Get rid of this ad so you can see it better. Alright, so here's the wind. I'll show you the wind for this system. It starts to form there. There you can see the wind starts to increase with the system. And then there the center gets off the coast. And you can see the wind for this system. It's showing it 40 to 45 knots. Is this the farthest out it goes? This is the farthest out it goes. Okay, but you can see here it really shows it getting 40, 45 knots. So it still shows it, and shows it still becoming a tropical storm potentially. And the GFS also shows it, but maybe a little stronger. So this is more of the Euro showing right now as more of a weaker tropical storm. The GFS is showing it more as a weak to maybe moderate tropical storm. Of course, this will change, and we'll see how the models start to show this more in the future, in the next few days, getting into the weekend. We'll really know if the system will actually happen by Friday, Saturday. So we only have to wait really a few more days to really know if this will actually happen or not. Let's look at the I want to show you the vorticity. Does it not have vorticity? No, I don't think it does. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Oh, well, could I show you the vorticity with the Euro on here? Oh, yeah, here. I'll show you the vorticity with the Euro on here. Bring this back. Oh, the new model is just coming in. Well, I'll show you the older one, the 00Z. Show you what it's showing for the system as of currently, more or less. You can see the vorticity is pretty decent with what it's showing for what it's showing with the precipitation and pressure. It's definitely not showing it as strong as the GFS, but still showing it as getting towards a weak tropical storm maybe as of right now. Probably I'd say that NHC will start to monitor this, really show it on their website getting towards Well, 5 days out, they could probably start showing it tomorrow with just the 5 day, and then the 2 day we'll have to wait till like Saturday. But really, just like we'll just have to wait till tomorrow or Thursday for them to potentially start to show the system on their website, and see what they think about it, see what they're giving it as for percentage chances. But for now, we'll just have to really see how the models show it over the next few days and see if they think it will really form or not. See what they agree with getting towards Monday. But yeah, this is it for now for this update for this system. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.